you've never done, I think, anything like this before.
No, but I'm thrilled about it.
It's silicone sponges, and you're getting a set of 5. You're getting an orange oval, you're getting a blue and a green circle, and you're also getting a red and a purple square. And these, for the entire set, are just $19.98. And I'm just going to get out of your way because there's so many cool things about these, and everybody's never seen these before.
Well, so here's the thing, right, about sponges, and that this might be your kitchen, right? You might have this sitting next to your sink. And quite honestly, I'm telling you the truth, this was brand spanking new this morning, and I washed a few dishes, and it looks pretty gross now.
Yeah.
This might be, you know, that's not even bad. Look at this.
Yeah, that's
like
nasty.
These are the kind of things, or maybe a dish rag that's sitting next to your sink. And what this is, and the reason it starts to smell after just maybe a day or two is because that's bacteria growing in it.
It's full of germs.
These absorb liquid. They absorb water. They absorb soap. They absorb then your food particles and the bacteria. When you stick it on the side of your sink for a day or two, that's just starting to grow. You've got a little petri dish over there. These sponges, on the other hand, are non-absorbent. You're not going to wring them out because they're not going to get water in them. They're not going to hold soap. They're not going to hold food. Instead, you're going to clean your vessels. You're going to rinse it, and you're going to let it dry.
It's like new.
It's like new. So let me show you exactly what I mean. I'll take a brand new sponge here. I'm going to wet it. This is the kind of sponge you might have at home, right? And when you put soap on something like this and you soap it, you know, it has, lots of soap. That's fantastic. We love that, right? Then you rinse it. Okay, rinse it. It looks clean to me. Yeah. Right? Good rinsing. But look, when you actually see what's left in that sponge, there's a lot. And that's just clean, soapy water. But what if you had just washed a cutting board where you've been cutting raw chicken?
Yeah, it's all still in the sponge.
So then let's take this sponge here and let's put soap on here. And let's soap this up too, right? Lots of soap, lots of soap. And then let's rinse it. Rinse it. You don't even have to squeeze it out because there's nothing to squeeze out. And when you put this into your water, let's see what is left.
Water.
Water, right? There's nothing left in that. It's quite a huge difference, right? So then what if we're actually trying to clean something? Like, let's clean this. This is a mixture that would never happen. It's cheese and chocolate sauce, right? So cheese and chocolate sauce, okay. Well, now that's in my sponge. Now my sponge already looks kind of gross, but I'm going to rinse it. I'm going to rinse it. I'm going to stick it in here.
Ew.
And look.
There's stuff floating around in there.
Like, there's stuff floating around in there, and that's not right. So even if you think it's clean, you leave this on the side of your sink, that's a problem, right? Now let's clean the rest of this with our other sponge here. Now this is not going to be the sponge you use for cleaning in anything you've burnt on, like on your pans.
It's not a scrubby, burnt on, gross thing.
But what this does for you, now I've got this all clean, I can go in and put it into my clean water and show you that there's nothing coming off that. That is absolutely clean.
That's great.
Now these ones have nice little suction cups, so you can stick them right on the side of your
sink. See how
sink.
it's sticking on the sink? I love it.
Right, so, and that's nice too, because of course now it's drying better. Even this one here, this is actually my favorite, longer bristles here. This one sits up on the counter. Even if you put it flat like this, it sits up so the air can circulate and clean that and dry it better.
Awesome.
So then the other thing I love about these sponges is that it can get into awkward spaces, right? So you have something like this that you want to clean, you're going to put a little bit of soap into the whatever it is you're cleaning. Go in with your sponge, and now you can get right in there and really clean everything so easily.
I'm thinking of like a beer pilsner or some kind of a really tall, skinny glass.
Grab any of those glasses over there.
Oh, you've got some down here. Oh,
yeah,
I didn't
you'll
notice that.
see.
Okay,
and again, I rinse it clean. Now I can, sort of fold this up and stick it right down in there. And I'm getting right
all
down
the way to the bottom.
into the bottom of the glass.
So before that, you had those bottle brushes, which again, who knows what stuck to them.
Exactly.
That's great.
But this, no more of this. This is a danger. This is bacteria. If your sponge is smelling, it's smelling because you're smelling bacteria.
We're busy on the lines. You're getting all 5. These are a better Mousetrap, 700 ordered. This is different than anything you have at home.
Right.
Now, if you've got the scrubby sponges, the Scrub Daddies, those are still great for really hard scrubbing on something burnt on. That's not what these are for. These are your everyday sponges that do not retain any odors, bacteria, stains, or any of that.
Right, so here I am cleaning up, sort of a tomato plate that you have, after you have marinara. I'm only going to try and clean half of it for you here, because I want to show you staining, no staining. Look, no marinara staining there at all. Let me grab a clean sponge for you here and show you, as soon as you start to clean a plate like this, with a sponge like this, now you know it's not coming out of your sponge.
Yeah.
You know why? Because you can see it.
Yeah.
Right? You don't even need to
Right.
have any proof there.
Right.
You are seeing that that sponge is holding on to that disgusting food
And
particle.
then you're wiping off the counter with it.
If
and
you
you're
wipe a
wiping off
counter
the
with
sink.
this, you are completely spreading bacteria all over your counter. You
Right.
shouldn't do that. Now, this is not really a good counter cleaner either. Instead, you should be using a clean towel, you know, maybe some antibacterial spray or whatever it is you use. But if you're doing something like this, you should be throwing this away every
The
night.
regular sponges are so gross. I don't have any of them in my kitchen
Now,
anymore.
here's the thing about this, too, is that you want to sanitize this. It goes right into the microwave for about a minute and a half.
Really?
You sanitize it.
Wow.
Or pop it into a pot of boiling water
It's
to
silicone.
sanitize it. Right.
It
Or
can withstand the heat.
stick it into the dishwasher.
Fantastic.
Sometimes people put these in the dishwasher, but they start to disintegrate and fall apart. This is silicone. It's
Something
not
else
gonna
I want
do
to
that.
mention is this is safe for use on things like fine china.
Yes.
That you're hand washing. It's also safe for use on your nonstick cookware that many other things might scratch. So 2,200 now ordered. You're getting all 5. You're getting 2 squares, 2 rounds, and the big fluffy oval one.
Now, here's something that frustrates me too. You know, when I'm doing something like oatmeal, you can have a brand new clean sponge. It's never the same again. It
Yeah,
always gets
true.
stuck on that.
Yeah.
When I use this sponge here to clean my oatmeal pot, you're going to see here stuff in there, no problem. Watch how this just rinses out. Let me just throw that in here. Look how this just rinses out, and you can bend this sponge around to get all of those particles out of there, so you know that you're not going back in with anything gross.
Take a dirty plate.
Well, you know what? I want to show you something else too
All right.
before we go, because these can also be used, if they're dry, as hot mitts.
Oh yeah,
You know,
'cause
so
they're
you can
silicone, right?
take this right out of the oven. We've got a hot cast iron
And it's a
pan
trivet.
here. And then there's a trivet right over there.
Fantastic.
Use another one as a trivet. No
Wow.
problem. So versatile. Plus, you can also use these flat ones if you need to open up a jar.
Oh yeah.
You get
oh,
to
Meredith,
open up a
these
jar.
are awesome. I
They're
want these.
fantastic, but they make you a safer, cleaner kitchen. And to me,
Multi-use,
that's important.
And they're fun and they're colorful. 3,500 now ordered. We're very busy on the lines. Brand new. You've never seen these before. They are a $20 bill well spent. You get all 5. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good idea.
I love it. You
So,
know, makes sense.
We'll see you in the kitchen with David.
You know what? You're not going to.
Really?
I know. Isn't
You have
that